quietly for the past 14 years, there's been a man living in the jungles along the Saboon River, undertaking an incredible task. His name is Henry Fairweather. You may recognize his name as his contributions to Belize have been enormous. Once employed as a government surveyor, he was a member of the 1933 survey team that defined the Belize-Guatemala border. And 30 years later, he picked out the spot to build Bemopan. But today, at age 93, he's not planning cities or separating countries. He's planting mahogany trees.
I have no textbook to follow on this. It's just my long knowledge of the forest and my desire to do something for the country.
Up until recently, only Fairweather's friends and neighbors knew what he was up to. By his estimation, he spent more than $500,000 planting more than 85,000 trees in his 400 acres of Belize.
We are out of funds completely. On the time is right around the corner. When if we don't get some funds, some contribution, some aid, we'll have to close down. I don't think the people would like to see a move like this closed down without any due return. Some of my men who I had to lay off and no back pay are talking about taking legal action. It's as bad as that.
But why mahogany trees? Fairweather is holding out as long as possible because he believes that one day his plantation will be a money-making machine. An idea he wants to plant in the minds of other Belizeans.
I want them to plant enough mahogany for them to sell. And it must be sustainable. That is, they'll be able to grow it continuously and live by that. And stop giving other people, particularly those funding people, trouble or headache in helping them along.
After dabbling in piracy and logwood cutting, it was mahogany that really put Belize on the economic map. Beginning in the 1700s, British, then American companies set up shop and began exporting to meet the world's demand. But the big bucks stopped when European tastes changed and the timber was no longer so easy to find. Henry Fairweather wants to change all that, and he's willing to pay the price.
This business of mahogany is not play business, you know. It is strictly hard work. A lot of sacrifices, a lot of punishment in doing without the thing that you need.
There have been numerous setbacks, like fires and floods, that have wiped out parts of the plantation. But Fairweather's foreman, Daniel Ordonis, says nature's wrath couldn't hold them back.
About 5 or 6 years ago, we had a fire that borrowed the whole of the area that we had planted out. Only a few plants left. So we replanted. And as soon as we replanted, we had the flood again and wiped out everything out back again. And we replant again. And there the plant you see just coming out to this area right here.
A community-based project, the Belize River Valley Development Program, BEL-RIV, has already promised to find some money to keep the Fairweather plantation up and running. They also see another kind of green in the mahogany leaves.
Today, the mahogany is so important that there are organizations and people in the world who will pay you just to plant a mahogany tree for them on their land, that they could come and visit their own mahogany tree. You have to cut it down. So, yes, people will be able to realize financial benefits.
Whatever happens in the end, it's pretty obvious that Fairweather himself won't see the fruits of his labor. But that won't stop him from putting trees in the ground.
But I want to continue to plant as long as I can continue. I want to leave a legacy behind. I want to be able to, when I get to St. Peter, to give an account of my stewardship.